The Angry Quad power straps are the fucking shit. These things kick fucking ass. I don't think I've made anything that works as perfectly as these fucking things do. And I make shit all the time. I fail all the time too, but today was not one of my failures. Today was a success. These are truly professional grade fucking workout straps. They allow the wrist to move. Rather than fucking babble about it, let's just fucking get on it, man. As compared to your hands not being able to move around properly, this is golden. You know, also, if you go a little further, the further you go away from resistance bands, the more tension and the more resistance obviously you meet. You got this far to the point you can't do them anymore, do a little eccentric. Push them out, like hold it the best you can to hold it back. And then one of my favorites is you just punch out straight. This thing works fucking fantastic. Now with this one, curl it back like this. You'll see the position on that. You can curl it this way. It's not just falling off. It, you know, the strap itself is not going anywhere. You can do your curls. And it never changes position. Your hand moves a little bit, but you want your wrist to be able to move. You know, this is important because you're actually using your contractors, and if you go in this direction, your extensors. A lot of the devices, they clamp right to the wrist. That's all good and fun and all, but you're only using half of your arm. You're doing more isolation. You know, where this, even though you're going to see the wrist move a little bit, that's good. You need that movement. And you do your curls. And once again, the further you go back, the more resistance you get.
starts turning green. Your eyes no longer see life's reality. Push the needle, face that sickly grin. Holes are in your skin, caused by deadly pain. Head starts spinning round. You fall down to the ground. Feel your body heave. Death hand starts to weave. It's too late to turn. You wouldn't learn. Price of life you hide. Now you're gonna die.
If you watch this shit at all, you'll notice I am almost always on the move. I am almost always involved in something. Fucking with something. Coming up with ideas. And not simply coming up with ideas, which is everybody has ideas. But actively pursuing them. And then actually creating a product from my ideas. The last thing I told you I was going to be working on were these straps. Well, lo and behold, we got them back. I'm going to go over how you actually use them and what they're for and shit like that in a little bit. But I heard a name a while ago. You know, actually quite some time really. Still need to make a few adjustments on this. Guy's name is Steven Pressfield. And one of his philosophies. And one of the things that he really gets a little silly with. He has a book called Turning Pro. I'm just now listening. I've actually done a lot of reading with this thing, but you know, it works out really well with audiobooks and everything else, so I can actually listen while I'm training. And one of the things that happens when you turn pro is that you stop fucking off and you start taking shit a little bit more serious. Now, if you've been injured and you're a fucking quadriplegic, you don't really have to look real far to figure out what it is that should get your fucking attention. Alright? Your injury, at least my injury, was my rock bottom. I've said this before and I will say it again. When I bounced off my fucking bed and broke my neck, the Sean that I knew died. It didn't get much more rock bottom than that. Took me about a year to figure out what the fuck. I couldn't make heads or tails of fucking anything. Alright? Like I say, I finally got back home, and lo and behold, one day, I just fucking, everything just made sense. And really what it made sense was I had to turn pro. I had to stop fucking off and just being a fucking quadriplegic and letting everybody do for me. And I took the stance right there and then, bam! I had a motherfucking epiphany and the Angry Quad was born. Epiphany, the manifestation of Christ to the Gentiles, represented by the Magi. A manifestation of divine or supernatural being. A moment of sudden revelation or insight. Epiphany. And I decided that no more. You do what you do, I'm doing what I do. I honestly, really, I would really like for you, I don't give a shit if you fucking steal everything I've ever made. This, if you want. I will fucking send you plans for this. But this thing is fucking badass. This, I'm telling you, this is professional fucking quality shit. And with this fucking thing, you can move a motherfucking bus if you got the ability. Anyway. One of the things that has a tendency to get your attention in life is when you fuck everything up. And I've told you about this a million times. It's not your successes that make you strong. But, you know, what would you possibly learn if everything you touch, fucking everything all worked out? Why would you really, why would you try that hard? It's all gonna work. It's your fucking failures. The lessons we learn that are the most fucking, I guess, I don't know if I want to use the word satisfying, but you learn the most when you learn something that really sucks so bad that you find yourself in a situation where there's only one fucking option. And let me tell you something, that situation for me was when I broke my neck. And I realized, I looked around and I saw the faces of people that were around me that cared about me and were going like this, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. You know, I sort of got the easy job. I just fucked myself up. But when I got home and I realized that I was dicking around in recovery. You know, yeah, I was going to fucking therapy a couple times a week. That's not enough. I just finished up over, I think, 12 or 14 different FES sessions. Love that shit. Not enough. I spoke to a half a dozen therapists, several of which we worked together years ago. And the simple question that I kept getting is, what the fuck do you do? And I told them, I don't fuck around when it comes to my fucking rehabilitation. I take the shit serious. I act as a professional would. Now, I've said to you before, if you've ever noticed the fucking leaders, like the CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, they didn't just show up and fucking boom, they got the job. They earned that shit. If you check out any serious fucking athlete that is just fucking a world-class fucking athlete or something like that, you know, do they have natural ability? Yeah, that helps. But they don't fuck around. They practice. They fucking put themselves into it. I'm going to show you what we're doing with these. And I'm going to ask you one simple question. Are you a professional or are you an amateur? When you're ready to go pro, you fucking let me know. angryquad@gmail.com. Anything you see me doing ever, anything you see me involved ever, any piece of equipment that I have that you're like, what the fuck is that? By all means, I will share this with you. Because a professional is not fucking selfish. Stop fucking around, get the fuck to work.